Hello everybody, this is Mrs. Rutan and I am presenting my Beliefs and Dreams presentation and project to you. What I'd like to do is make sure you guys reference this little handout. On the back is the rubric. You are getting 30 points for this presentation. It is due Monday, January 24th. You have workshop time all of the week, the first week of class, and then these were some of the focus questions and ways to kind of organize your presentation. So here is an example, just so you can kind of see what your final product could look like. You can definitely steal and borrow ideas from my slideshow, but let's get started. So hello, I am Mrs. Rutan, and this is my Beliefs and Dreams presentation. So just some interview-worthy information about me. I don't really have any good nicknames as a teacher. You can just call me Mrs. Rutan. Some people call me Ms. Rutan, but I am married. I have been a teacher for 10 plus years. I graduated from Western, and then I taught at Battle Creek Central my first year, and then there was actually too many teachers at the time, so I was laid off. And then I got hired in at Harper Creek the following year, and I've been here ever since. I went back and got my master's a few years into my teaching career at Harper Creek, and that was from MSU, and here I am now, teaching in a pandemic. Some other important things about me is I am a Battle Creek native. I've lived in Battle Creek pretty much my entire life. I lived right downtown over by the hospital, and then I basically became a Union City transplant. My husband was from Union City, and we bought his grandma's old house. And so now I am currently a Union City country gal, even though I'm much more of a city girl myself. I am definitely a big believer in family and kids. I'm a mom of 3 kids. I love my fur babies too. Currently right now we have a kitten that we got last year and adopted named Catsby. So those are just some kind of important details about me. So what do I believe? My first belief is I believe in scrapbooking, and I also believe in the fall as my second belief. And they kind of merge a little bit together, but ultimately I believe in these 2 things above all. So I believe in creativity, and I think that that kind of influences my belief in scrapbooking. These are all the different things I've scrapbooked over the years. I've made little paper bags, I've made candles, I've obviously done scrapbook pages for my kids as they've grown up, and then I've also done cards. Sometimes when I'm super ambitious, I'll do homemade cards for graduation. So I believe in scrapbooking, but when I really think about what that means, it's more that opportunity to be creative and artistic and just to make things look pretty with stickers and glue and glitter. So I believe in that creativity. Here's some examples of my belief of scrapbooking, which actually began when I was a teenager. So I had an open house, and I needed to have some books to share with the people that were going to come visit. And right before I graduated in 2004, we did a field trip. What am I kidding? It was actually a trip to Rome. So it was like a class trip, and this was the group. I came from a very small high school, St. Phil. And so just a small number of us were able to do this awesome trip to Rome. And when we got back, I scrapbooked it. And I like what it is. I think the pages turned out really cool. I like my artistic color choices. And I think it was just an opportunity for me to be creative for my own reasons, which is to celebrate my travel and to celebrate my friends and family. My second belief is I really believe in the fall. I love the fall. It is my absolute favorite season. It doesn't matter what is going on or how my summer or my winter goes. I still will always love the fall. So this is just a collage of some pictures. I think the fall is beautiful. I love the aesthetic of the fall. I love the colors, The orange is one of my favorite colors. I love the way that the weather changes. You can get foggy days. You can have really warm fall days and really cold, fire days where you can go do bonfires because it's really chilly. I love the images of sunflowers and bumblebees in the fall. I like the lead into the holiday season, like Thanksgiving. And then I think Halloween is just a wonderful holiday. And this is my youngest, and he is dressed as a s'more. So his name is Graham, so that's why we're playing on the graham cracker theme. But he's dressed as a little s'more, which also reminds me of the fall, and it's just my favorite season, hands down. So as I close out my presentation, I believe in scrapbooking, I believe in the fall, But I also have dreams and hopes, and one of my biggest dreams and hopes is to travel. I was able to travel this year, which was kind of put on hold the last couple years due to COVID. So we went to Key West. We went to Key West over Christmas break, and it was awesome and wonderful. And it was our first flight, which was not my favorite, but ultimately it was still a great opportunity to travel. So I hope to travel more. I really hope to travel so I can see my siblings. My brother right here, this is Jimmy. This is his wonderful girlfriend, Sierra, and those are my two kids. They live in Montana, so I would love to travel and see them this summer. And then this is my sister. We tend to be like kind of silly when we're together. But there's me, and then she is in Alaska. So I don't think I'm going to get to Alaska for 2022, but I know the plan is for me and my kids and my husband to go visit her in Alaska. So those are my future dreams and my goals, is to do more traveling, to make these big trips happen, and to make sure that we spend time with family while doing it. So that is my belief and dream presentation. Thanks. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed my presentation. Like I said, it's not perfect. I mean, everybody presents in their own way, and sometimes we get a little jumbled in our words. But ultimately, you want to make sure you're fulfilling the rubric and you're fulfilling these expectations. So did I share out context and interview-worthy things? Yeah, I used it as my intro slide. Did I share out beliefs? And if you notice, I did 2 beliefs, so you should as well. You should do more than one. If you just do one belief, you may not have enough talking time or enough story. And then you also should share out your dreams. I use dreams as my concluding slide. And if I go down and look at the rubric, did I score well? So did I include all the required information that I just highlighted above? Yeah. Did I include extra information? In a way, yes, I think I did. I talked about, I believe in scrapbooking, but then I expanded and said, I guess it's more a belief in creativity. So I kind of share a third belief system, but I didn't go off into a completely different tangent. It was still connected. For 10 points, is my information presented in a creative way? Do the visuals feel engaging? And if you notice, each slide moves. Like there is some type of movement, there's big text. Sometimes I don't just do images, sometimes I just do words, sometimes I do no text. But ultimately you can see the slideshow is super visual and graphic. It's not a boring cliche PowerPoint where you have title, big text box, and one little picture. Also, I use my own pictures. I didn't just take things off of the web. So yeah, I definitely got 10 points right there. And then 10 points. Was your presentation creative, engaging, and clear? Did I present everything on the slides? Yes. Did I try to elaborate and tell stories? Yes. So hopefully that gives you a sense of what the project is. Like I said, you should have 2 workshop days to work on it, so you should have a nice chunk of time to kind of organize and share. If you need any other help or supports, reach out to me. This is a nice little graphic organizer that can kind of help kids. And I'm super excited to see what you do. I always really like these presentations because it helps me get to know you, and it helps us connect back to, some of the future things in Unit 1. So take care. Thanks.